How did you convince T-Mac to get in the dunk contest with you?
So he was down for it. See, he telling half the story. He was down for it for a long time.
Yeah.
And I remember San Antonio at the practice facility. We up there, we throwing the ball all over the gym, unbalanced, and just working on dunks and whatever. But it got to close to the time. He's like, "Cuz I don't want to do it." To me, you don't want to do it. I was all for it. Cause see, for me, he said like, I knew I was dunking for second. I look at it more so the competition because I knew what he could do, and I knew that was gonna push me to go next level.
Yeah,
I knew what Ricky Davis can do.
Yeah,
I you see it regular season, you see it, but I knew as far as they had bounce. I didn't know the creativity. I knew what T-Mac had. I knew he had creativity. I knew his ability. Well, he was capable of winning.
Yeah,
and if I ain't bring my A+ game,
he definitely would have won.
He would have won.
Yeah.
Well, come to find out, Steve Francis would have won too. So
Francis,
because I tell people, there's a lot of guys in the league you watch, you be like, man, he got bounce, but do they have creativity? So we got to San Francisco because we stayed in San Fran and had to go over. We get out the day of the dunk contest. We're getting looking for our car. All these cars, everybody signing the car, blah, blah, blah. So we going down, can't find our car. No car there. No, we got such and such, got such and such. Where our car? So we ended up convincing. Now it's me, Mac, and we had two other my homeboys who were probably 280 or better, wide bodies. And I say that because we supposed to have an SUV.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're walking down, and we ended up talking to this guy, whoever's picking up somebody later on. He takes us in a sedan.
Yeah, stuffed in
big body.
Knees all
San Francisco to Oakland in traffic.
About 45
what
minutes.
What you said. So we've now, and it's AllStar Weekend, so it's probably an hour 45. So we finally get there. We miss our practice time in dunk contest.
Oh.
We missed our practice time. So now I'm like, this is what all I wanted to do. Yeah, make it to the league, get it. But we talking about this to show the world. Like I've had these on tape. I used to practice holding the trophy up, shaking David's third hand, all this stuff, man. Because like this is, as a dunker, this is it. AllStar Weekend, people come to see Saturday night dunk contest. You know what I'm saying? So Sunday was cool. I was leading vote getter, all good, cool. I'm appreciative. But this is my stage, all right? So, and I knew I had Mac there, but now we're walking down here. This is when Mac was like, bro, nah, I ain't doing it. The whole time we flew there, he was like, nah, cuz like, man, for what? All he said is true. He's like, for what? I ain't gonna win. I said, but that's a negative attitude to have. Tracy McGrady, that is a negative attitude to have. You're supposed to believe in yourself.
Win.
You have a chance like everybody else, sort of. So we got there. Now he's done. He didn't want to. So when we got there, we had like 2 minutes. He's like, cuz, it's the writing on the wall. It's not worked out. We don't get to practice. So now when we get there, people walking out. All the dunkers walking out.
Finishing their warm-up.
Yeah. Sweat. We just got to go cold turkey, get ready, stretch, and the three-point contest is all over. So now I'm sick. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like now I done gone into convincing him because he could quit, but he can't drop out now.
Right.
Like we getting ready to we stretch and get ready to go now. It's time. And he literally in the layup like, cuz, man, I don't want to do this, bro. He did not want to do it. So I'm locking in now. I was like, all right, whatever. I got to do my thing here. But I had to make my practice time in the layup line in warm-ups.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was without showing what I have. Because, like, I want to practice like you practice. If you have, we only, 4 dunks, but if you practice, you trying to practice all the ones in the practice gym, see which one you feeling good about today. Didn't get to. So I'm just started just jumping up, just get my spring right, just get my mind right.
Yeah.
I remember the one that they never show. I just jump up high as I can. I try to put the ball over the backboard and then just throw it through.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, well, they here.
I'm getting up here.
But what I want to do, so the dunk routine that I had, I scrapped it. So that dunk, I had.
What was you gonna do?
I don't even remember. It wasn't good enough. My point. I got there and I looked around. I'm seeing everybody sitting courtside. I was like, bro,
like,
they ain't gonna win. Probably a little windmill, Fleener, like that ain't gonna win.
Right.
The reverse like I did in high school. I was going, as a first dunk. I seen that before.
Yeah.
I used to tape all the dunk contests.
Yeah.
All of them, and I used to be like, why he do that? What was he trying to accomplish?
Yeah.
I was thinking of it a little different than everybody else. Yeah. What was he trying to show? Like, Harold Miner, or
Yeah.
what was he trying to show? He trying to show like, bro, I can hang with the ball as low as possible, still got bumps, got hang time, I can soar through the air backwards, whatever. So that was kind of my thing. So I was like, bro, when I get my chance.
I ain't never seen the 360 windmill. Like, never seen nobody attempt it, never seen nobody do it. Why was that?
Many years, man, let me see, what year? I did it in college against UConn, the reverse 360. So before, I got bored. Everybody was doing the 360 the regular way. Everybody can,
just
most people,
360.
and there is a question of, is that a 180 or is
way.
that a real 360? Whatever.
Yeah.
That's, I
A
don't
lot of guys turn before they
you
jump.
already turning. Like, that's cheating.
Look,
That's
yeah.
cheating. Like, it's a 360 when you start from here, 360. But if you already turning before you jump, is that
before you
360?
jump.
No, that's just being technical. Cool. So I was like, all right, I'm going to try to go the other way. And so it took me a long time. I couldn't, with the 360, I couldn't turn around and find the rim.
Mm-hmm.
Whip your head around,
Quick
find the
enough.
rim, going that way.
Quick enough.
But easy, yeah. It was like, I just felt like my body turned, but my eyes couldn't catch up.
Couldn't catch the rim.
Then all of a sudden, it just started happening to where it was just like, boom, turn another way, boom. All right, so I practiced it so much to where I can get it. I can't go the regular way now.
You can't do the
So
regular
the way I
360
struggled going the reverse, I can't do it now. So that's just what it became. So as I got older, I'm about to tell my business for y'all. As I got older, people were in awe that the fact that I was in my 40s dunking. Well, that was second nature to me now. So if you tell me to dunk it, that was easy. I mean, obviously you could just do this a one-leg little stupid dunk, but I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
My bad. I ain't believe in that. I still can do it. I'm gonna utilize it until I can't
half
use it.
man, half amazing. I don't believe in that. Hell no.
No.
Why would I believe in that?
I ain't. So I could do, if I just say, show me something, I could do that, and it was easy. That was like a walk in the park dunk for me. But if somebody said dunk the other way, bro, I would get hung every time.
Let's just be real. You went from like not being able to turn your head around to like jumping higher to where you just jump all the way in there and turn around, then you just looking at it and throwing it.
Funny thing about that, those dunks in San Antonio we were practicing, I could barely make them or getting hung. That first dunk, I was not making. So I had already scrapped that. I was like, bro, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't make it. For some reason, bro, I got down there and I said, I'm hyping them. I'm on 10,000.
Right. Did it happen when you sat on the little stump? Tell me about that moment, because I know that's when it hits you. That's kind of like when it's like, okay, now it's about it's. That's like when I feel like, oh shit.
when I dumped up there and was like, all right, I'm good. Now I'm like, oh shoot, and you can just feel the energy and then they introduce you. Now it's your turn. Like you next, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, man, I still did not know what I was gonna do sitting on that stump. Not sure. So I walked it off and I was like, looked around, I see Antoine, and that's my guy. We a couple of years removed from being roommates and traded for each other.
Right.
And I was like, he's like, come on, man, put on the show. KG, obviously KG knew we came out of high school together. He's like, yeah. He's like, oh, come on, nigga, let's go. Right. Got the camera right here now. You see him, you know how y'all exactly.
Shack out there.
You know how he is. So it's just like looking around. Jay Will, I knew Jay Will because we live in the same neighborhood and everything. But we knew each other from back then, and it's like, the 360, let's go. So in my mind, it's a wing. I'm winging. I'm taking a shot because I didn't think I could make it, but I was so hyped, bro. I literally felt like I could touch the top of the backboard and do something like that.
After you dunked it, you jumped
again.
so high. After that, you could have dunked it again.
Because I was like, so when I remember I was like, come on, bro, just get up as high as you can. I remember I'm saying all this 1, 2, and I remember the wide, and I slapped the ball, and when I turned around and I jumped and I'm spinning, and like I said, looking for the rim was the number one thing. So as I get up there and look for the rim, I was already around. I'm like,
I'm looking in
right
this
here.
Oh, here he is. So let me go ahead and so I was just like, I was so hyped. Exactly. So when I dunked it, and just all this emotion, like and I didn't realize my second jump, I was already up there until I saw it up there. I was like, I could have dunked it again, but I was like, oh shoot. They in trouble, bro.
Yeah,
like over. This dunk I couldn't make. I was squeeze dunking, getting hung. To this? Nah.
No, you said it's over.
The second dunk, which I probably should have done the first, but I wanted to show that I could take one step from out of bounds, can glide, windmill, and get to the front of the rim and dunk it. Which, like, that ain't easy to do.
Right.
You either can glide or you got hang time, but how many have both while doing the windmill?
Exactly.
And that's one thing I wish that, back in the day they used to say, okay, what you gonna do? And you used to explain it. So at least you knew what you thought you were seeing. So now you can be like, okay, because I don't think that dunk got the credit. But if I did it
like
first,
the rim dunk, like that went over people's head. Like I'm
up
like,
that night.
I'm losing my mind. Everybody in there like, what did he just do? What did he just do? Boy, hanging in the like this.
Here's the crazy thing. I didn't know what I was gonna do. So I played in Gary Payton's game in Seattle.
We played in that. Yeah.
Okay, so I played in that game and I had Cat Mobley. So Cat was laying down on the floor. I said, "Hey man, you remember the layup line in Seattle? Remember when I was literally, like you said, jumped up there and I was just dropping the ball in. I said, I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna try to hang up there." He said, "What?" So I'm gonna try to hang up there. I've never done it in my life. Who does that? That's stupid. Like if you fall off, you break your arm.
Man,
so
it hurt too. It hurt too.
Right.
Hey, I'm trying to think. That was my thing.
Or if you don't jump high enough, you tear all this up.
You gotta catch it right here.
Even if you jump high enough, like the little bone right here, what you talking about?
You gotta kind of do it light because you don't want to.
And then jab
time out, ladies and gentlemen of the world. This is when you got way too many hops. Don't nobody even know what the hell he talking about in the real world. It's a whole lot of athletes that's gonna listen to this and they can't relate. They cannot relate to what the hell he talking about.
You gotta catch it in that pocket.
Don't act like you really know like that. You was a skyscraper. You wasn't this.
I relate to what he's talking about.
You don't know what that.
Because when you come in there, like it hurt. It's a metal bar that you holding on to with your arm and your whole body.
And the little
you can't go in there and just jump extra hard and trying to jump past it where you hanging and you swinging on.
So listen to all this you saying. I'm having this conversation with myself during. So now they call my name. So if the people go back and look, I walk it off because I didn't know which way to
come in for it
to go high enough. Because I wanted to show people that I want to show how high I can get because I felt like I have to get high enough. You can't be rim height and then try to do that and slide. Man, no. Like if you don't get, like you said, you're gonna I'm tearing up all that. The rim gonna scrape all that. So I wanted to get high enough, and then like you said, make sure I get my arm in and hold on. And I just had to hold on. But then so I walked back and I remember rubbing my arm, and as I stood over the rim, I said, "Lord, this work. Please let this work."
You walked up and you was
and I rubbed my arm. I was like, "Here we go." The last thing my coach said before we left, he said, "All right." He said, "Butch say, y'all have fun. Y'all bring the trophy home. Don't break your damn leg now.
Right, don't get
Come
hurt.
here, get hurt and break your damn leg now. I'm going to be out in the water. I don't want to get a phone call." I remember that. So as I'm walking back, he's like, this man said, "Don't break your legs." Right now, I might break my arm. But so I walk it off. So when I jumped up there, I said, when I got there and I turned around, I was like, what do I want to accomplish? I be thinking like, all over the place. What do I want to accomplish? I want the crowd to be silent. Because this gonna throw you for a loop. Like this ain't gonna be what it was. So I remember jumped up there, and when I got up there, I was holding on for dear life. I remember getting up there, holding on for dear life. And if you there's a one angle where you can see me like my eyes closed, holding on. And then when I let go, you see my head down.
Yeah, your head down like.
So my head is down because I'm listening to see the reaction. And then all of a sudden you see me like smirk and be like, that's what I was like, bro, it's over. Like I'm making these dunks up on the spot and I'm pulling them off. Yeah, like, sorry guys, this ain't the night. So, and as I'm walking my head down, that's when Isaiah said, is what he said to me. I was like, and then they showed
the
it.
Replay.
Then that's when everybody went crazy, and I was like, mission accomplished.